Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 19th to the 25th of June. So let's have a little look together and see what's going on for you guys. All right, for Cancer, please. Okay. Okay. Well, bottom of the deck, we do have the orphaned energy. Okay, so feeling a little bit lost. I'm hearing worse for wear. I'm sure that's a phrase somewhere. I think my mum says it actually. A little bit worse for wear, meaning that you're not really feeling yourself. You're feeling like you're going through a bit of a tough spot and feeling really low. The thing is, I do see that things are going to get better, which is good. Sometimes we do have to accept help from others, though, to find our way, and that could be something that might be a bit of a struggle for you, or it could be something that you're embracing. So let's just see. I do think that you are going to receive some kind of gift at the end of the week or at the end of this phase that you're going through. All right, let's see. Yeah, all right. It does feel like you're gonna have to take a leap of faith in some sort. Okay, let's see. For Cancer, please. King of Cups. Sorry, this could be you showing up in your spread. Three of Swords. Ouch, you guys are going through some heartache. All right. Yeah, well, the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This could be a love interest, by the way, but this could also be you, because it is a water sign. The King of Cups and the Three of Swords is heartache and pain, and a lot of it, it's about being heartbroken. But the Ace of Cups here and the Five of Pentacles underneath that, and with the Empress, all right, there could have been there could be a mother wound because you do have the Empress there. But the Empress is ruled by Venus, which is the planet of love. And the Ace of Cups is about love too. So this has to do with your emotions this week and definitely to do with your loving connections. Five of Pentacles and Three of Swords. Again, some of you may have been through some sort of separation or loss here. Loss of anything, loss of relationship, loss of job. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely making you feel like something is missing, because that's what the Five of Pentacles to me means. Especially, oh God, my screen is doing this again. I'm really sick and tired of this. You guys should be able to hear me, but I'm gonna pause it just for a second until it catches back up again, okay? Okay. Now, I'm hoping it doesn't do it again, but there's a likely chance it will. So, again, some of you are feeling a little bit left out and cold when it comes down to love, when it comes down to relationships around you and good connections. There's a feeling of lack. And maybe this is why this orphaned energy is on the bottom of the deck, because this could be a reoccurring feeling for a lot of you. We have a never-ending story here. So it feels like you're constantly feeling abandoned, constantly feeling at a loss, constantly feeling really down. And I think this is affecting your heart chakra, okay? It's affecting your emotions and your love, okay? All right. Let's see. Can I clarify the King of Cups? Seven of Wands. This could be, if it's you, then you could definitely be battling a lot at this time. If it's somebody else, again, someone could be being a little bit defensive or a little bit, what's the word for it? When someone's constantly kind of like, not just defensive, it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like maybe someone who's avoiding something. Seven of Wands is usually someone's kind of like batting you off a little bit, some of you. That could be what's causing heartache. All right, Seven of Wands here. So again, I'm not quite clear whether it's you or somebody else. I kind of feel like it is pertaining to somebody else, but this King of Cups, I'm just going to say that it's in your position. It feels like you're battling a lot and constantly having to go through something. And I think that's getting tiring for you on an emotional level. King of Cups is usually someone who is able to kind of stay on top of it, but it does feel like you're at this stage where you're like, I don't know how much longer I can actually continue to go through the same thing, to go through these things. Because it's just one thing after the other kind of vibes coming through. But, let's see how we can... Actually, one thing I didn't do... Maybe you guys do need the help of somebody else, maybe a mentor, maybe a teacher, maybe some people who you can rely on here. All right, let's see. Can I get a keyword, please, for Cancer this week? Really? You have relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. You do have growth underneath this, so you guys are going through a period of growth. but it feels like you might be going through a lot of difficulty in your relationships. This affirmation may help you when it comes down to it, so if by all means speak this into existence. It might repel those who are taking up your energy and not for your highest good, and it could attract more people who are good for you. And I do feel like someone might come into your life as a bit of a gift here, because that is one of the cards coming through for you, or you could be a gift to somebody else. But it feels like you're having to go through something first before that's really a thing. But let me just see. All right. Current blockages, please, for Cancer. Seven of Swords. This is lying, cheating, stealing, avoiding confrontation. Seven of Swords, this person here is actually stealing those swords from his enemies so that they can't be used against him, so he wins the battle, it's kind of taking advantage. Some of you are definitely going through that. Sometimes the Seven of Swords can be self-sabotage, so if that relates to you, then okay. But I'm not picking up on this being your energy. It's feeling like you're constantly having to, it's just one thing after the other kind of thing. Can I clarify what the blockage is, please? And blockages and challenges for Cancer this week. 10 of Wands, you're tired. There's a lot that you've been going through. You have a lot on your shoulders at the moment, whether that's responsibilities or emotions, or you're just feeling very exhausted. Maybe you feel like you're doing all the work in a relationship, or like someone is holding back or holding things in. Someone could be watching you going through something and they're not helping. As you can see here, it's almost like someone is just kind of running away from responsibility for some of you. And you're feeling very tired because of it. Now you do have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck, so don't worry. If you've been in this stage for a while, the wheel is always turning. So if you've been going through a bit of a rough patch and a tough time, then it's just guaranteed that things do change. If anything in this world is consistent, it's change. If anything, right, there is a phrase here that I'm trying to pick up on. Okay, what's the advice then for Cancer this week? I really wanted to come out. So bottom of the deck, you do with the 10 of Swords. So it might be putting something to an end, okay? And you do with this new energy coming through. So as I've been saying, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So again, when the wheel turns, this is a blessing coming through for you, by the way. So this is good. And this might be what the exchanging gifts is. Oh, I get it now. Okay. I'm just going to clarify one of the oracle cards for you. But right in the middle of your oracles, you do have the leg up. And a leg up is really good when it comes down to relying on the universe. It's, yes, relying on others. So some of you may need the help of others at this time, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's people that you can rely on, or whether it's just the universe, because something is coming in to help you to find the way. And this card is just saying here, it's kind of reassurance from the universe saying that it's okay, to not do everything by yourself. You don't have to. The person who I'm always reading for, so you Cancer, is showing up as this baby polar bear. So if this is in terms of spirit, they're saying you don't need to know where you're going. I know where you're going. So rely on me. You may be feeling lost at the moment. You may be feeling like you have no idea, again, where to go, number one, or even how to get there. But they know the path. Okay, this is someone who has been there, done that, if it's a physical person. If not, then definitely the universe has been there, done that, knows everything there is to know. Okay, so this is saying climb on the back of this person or this energy and let it take you somewhere. Because what it's leading to, as I said before, is exchanging gifts. It's leading you to a very beautiful surprise. And the Wheel of Fortune, as Jupiter ruled, is a blessing coming your way. What the blessing may be, for some of you, I do pick up on maybe some sort of travel or move, okay, that will be very beneficial to you. The Knight of Cups and the Ace of Wands can also be a new passionate relationship and person coming into your life, even if it's just friendship. Okay, this is someone who is very sensitive and wears their heart on their sleeve. And for some of you, is when you wear your heart on your sleeve and when you do something that's quite difficult for you to do, but you're doing it because you genuinely feel like you need to, you are going to be given this gift. For some of you, this is somebody else coming to you and it's passionate, it's fiery, it could even be a career or a move, which is what the Ace of Wands is. The Knight of Cups can be a love interest, okay? Someone that might be a bit younger than you, or I don't know if they're around your age. But for others of you, this could be your energy. And because I'm saying that when you know, become vulnerable, which is what the Knight of Cups is naturally, and this is very similar to this, of being in a vulnerable position, then you are going to be getting something, and that something is a blessing, it's a new beginning, and it's being handed to you by the universe. As you can see here, it's being given to you because you're doing something tough, you're doing something that you intuitively feel you need to do by wearing your heart on your sleeve, and you are going to reach a blessing because of this. Okay. I have to take deep breaths during the reading, as you might tell already. Anything else for Cancer? Oh yeah, I want to kind of clarify this chop wood card, because, you know, usually this is saying don't give up on yourself, because whatever it is that you're working on and in tough times, maybe, you know, if this energy is you, you've been going through a lot. They're saying don't give up, okay? Because the doors are now starting to open. You're starting to see more clearly, all right? There's just a little bit more work to do, something that we need to push ourselves to do. And it's going to open the door here. And again, I did say in the beginning that there was this kind of energy to do with the fall. So taking a leap of faith, and that could be what it's asking you to do. All right, can you clarify the chop wood card, please? 8 of Swords. You're feeling a little bit stuck. Okay, so there is happiness coming your way with the 10 of Cups and the rainbow after the storm, which is very beautiful. The 8 of Swords, though, is the stuck energy. So some of you might not be able to see that the doors are starting to open, that you're really almost there. Or be able to see that the happiness is going to be in front of you when you finally free yourself from, you know, being in a stuck energy. Yeah, some of you, you're kind of finding it really hard to find, you know, acceptance, or not just acceptance. You're finding it very hard to see that you could ever have this 10 of Cups in your life, you know, this happiness, this end goal. Usually the 10 of Cups is emotional happiness for you and for everyone around you, you know, good, loving connections usually. And that can be quite hard to see. So chop wood is saying don't give up. Don't get stuck in your head. All right. Ask the universe to take some of the pain and burdens from you. Some of you need to be very honest about somebody who's around you. I mean, can I clarify the 7 of Swords, please? The 5 of Swords. This may be someone that you've already fallen out with. The 5 of Swords is someone that you might be advised to take a break from. 5 of Swords is usually an ending. It's walking away from something or accepting defeat in a situation. But it's whatever this is, it's a big challenge for you at the moment. Is letting something go, or is... Can I clarify the 7 of Swords again? The Devil. Yeah, I kind of felt like someone's not fighting for something. Because, you know, the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Swords and the Devil almost feels like someone who's just, in the end, is just going to sit there and still not, you know, do anything to fix it. This person's not capable of that. They'll just sit there and maybe be a bit of a victim, even though they could have done something. That's what I'm feeling with this. If you're the one walking away, or if you could be the one that's stumped here, but the energy I was picking up when I was looking at that just now and I had to clarify it, is like this is somebody who is kind of like throwing swords down here. It's just like, okay, and it's not nice. I don't like that. You're the Devil, which is, you know, a very low vibe. Okay, so whether a relationship has gone sour, whether someone is, you know, lying and hiding it and, you know, is in this low vibrational energy. You have 4 of Swords though. So you'll be healing. And again, taking a break, taking some time out for yourself. It's not just a bad thing, you know. It's not a bad thing. I think you need some healing after, you know, this situation. Because your heart's broken. I just want to clarify the 3 of Swords. What's the advice for this? Your advice, my lovely, is to remember who the F you are, Cancer. It's not going to take the pain away. You know, because at the end of the day, it's really good to feel through your emotions. Don't just bottle them up. I think, it will just come back and bite you in the end. But just remember who you are. I think sometimes it can be, really easy to feel defeated when there is so much that life is throwing at you. But the Emperor and the Knight of Wands here, all right, this could be masculine energy, or you could be the masculine energy, whatever. You could be embodying this Emperor energy, okay? The Knight of Wands is really saying, it's a wounded warrior. Don't allow this to take you under. The Emperor, some of you could actually benefit from being a boss or taking the lead in your life. Nine of Wands, some of you could be relying on a father figure at this time, not quite sure, or defending yourself from one. But the Nine of Wands is kind of take a break. It's kind of the eye of the tornado almost. So things are going to be moving and there's still some more things to do. Don't worry though when I'm saying that, because you are this amazing warrior. You always have been. You've been through a lot, Cancer, and you've kept yourself afloat even when it was the toughest times, So it's saying, there's a quote that you guys might benefit from that just came to my mind, which is, up until today, you have 100% success rate from getting through all the difficulties that you've been through so far. 100%. You've got through it. Even when it's been difficult, even when it's been tough, you've still been, you may not, there may be a lot of things that you regret or wish you did better in, but that's fine. You still made it through all those tough times. So the Emperor and the Nine of Wands is just kind of saying, just remember who you are. You are in control. Even when other things are falling apart, because there are things we can't control, such as other people, other situations, other people's business, but we can take responsibility of our own. And it feels like this is your advice here to try and get through some of this heartache. Don't cover over the Three of Swords. Don't pretend it's not happening. Accept it, look at it, but see that there is, I always say, you kind of, with the Three of Swords, have to acknowledge each of the sword by taking it out, and that's when we can heal. But just remember, you've been through a lot, Cancer, and I know that doesn't excuse anything. It sucks that there is pain going on in your life right now, but the Emperor and the Nine of Wands is this, I'm not going to let this bring me down. So just remember who you are. I think it will help. Some of you might benefit from keeping busy. At least it won't be, you won't be constantly reflecting on all the bad that's happened, because that will just build momentum in the wrong direction, you see. But this Emperor and the Knight of Wands can benefit some of you in that way, okay? But just remember that there is a gift coming through. I'm going to pull you some tea leaf tarot. I'm just going to make it a mess on my desk here. All right, for Cancer. Oh, well, look at that. You have the rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over, which I love. You do have underneath this with the claw, be careful, do not take risks, okay? So for some of you, that's a message for you. If you don't take risks, then you might find that the situation may pass by itself. I personally was picking up on that, so some of you might resonate with that instead. But January is coming through, so there could be some significance around January. The previous January, or maybe someone was born in January. Carriage, all right, we have a journey, either physical or mental. We have a scissors, disappointment in some affair, and scissors is usually cutting somebody out. Okay. Alrighty. Well, anyway, my lovely angels, I really do wish you all the best. I'm sorry you're going through a tough time, but I hope this reading helped with some clarity. I hope it resonated in some way for a lot of you, and hope it gave you that help that you may have needed. But for some of you, make sure you do speak to somebody if that's what you really need. Tarot should never replace anything like therapy or counseling or doctors, anything like that. So just make sure you speak to the right people. But I love you guys. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.